Okay, let's talk breaks. Breaks are so important for us right now in the midst of this coronavirus weirdness that is taking the world by storm. And they're so important because a day can feel like it's just one activity morphs into another activity, morphs into another activity, and then suddenly, where has the time gone? I've been hearing people complaining about this and experiencing it myself, and watching it happen with my students who I coach. If you don't know me, by the way, my name is Gretchen Wegner. I'm an academic coach, and I also work with educators to consult with them around their work with students. And I'm very interested in how we pay attention and how that attention can get scattered and how to bring that attention back to some focus again. And the way we take breaks, both in our video calls, as well as outside of the video calls in between when we're switching from one task to another, perhaps one subject to another, or one piece of homework to another. The way we take breaks can really help our attention. Like when we start to go, oh, I can't focus, it can bring us back again. And it can do that when the breaks, this is what the characteristics of a good break, the breaks take all your attention and take your attention off of the things it's normally on, right? When it's physical, so it gets into your body, and when it provides some kind of the possibility of a state change. I am about to show you an activity that I just learned that I love, and I tried it actually with a student just yesterday. She was feeling very depressed and anxious, and her whole affect was pretty flat. It was clear she couldn't pay attention for more than 15 minutes at a time before that attention, would start to do that thing. And so we were coaching on Zoom. All my coaching is on Zoom. I had her stand up. I had her find a ball. She did have one. And I taught her the following activity. I will post below where I got this activity from. I can't remember the person's name in this moment, but I want to teach it to you all because it meets all of these criteria for a good break. So step number one, when you're practicing this, is you practice marching. And notice as I'm marching that the opposite hand and opposite knee is up at the same time, right? So here I am marching. The second thing you practice is touching your knee with the opposite hand. Touch, 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 touch. Once you've got your body trained that way, then you can actually practice throwing and catching the ball, switching hands, throwing and catching, switching hands. When I first learned this, I couldn't do it with my left hand. That was just 2 days ago. I've gotten, and now I mess it up. Just a second. Let me find the ball. Okay. So anyway, you practice the throwing and catching, and then you put all the skills together. Let's see if I can, without talking, do it well without dropping the ball. I'm not sure if I can, but let's see. Did you see what I was doing? I was tossing, and while the ball's in the air, I quick tap my knee, reach out, catch the ball, transfer hands, throw while the ball is in the air, tap my knee, catch the ball, change hands. I really was not good at this when I first learned it a few days ago, but now I'm rocking it. And I did ask my client after we practiced it a little bit, do you notice, is there enough of a challenge here that it's kind of fun, that you kind of want to get better? And she said, yeah, I kind of do notice that. And she smiled for the first time too. And I think it was so helpful that all her attention was taken away from all of her late work and all the sucky stuff going on with coronavirus, and was just in this one silly but engaging challenge for a little bit. So it's also possible, we should add here, that a good break feels fun, or what I would call anti-boring. I can't even fit the word on the whiteboard. Anti-boring, because that's what we want. We want to take our brain away from potential boredom and into something engaging. So I hope this is helpful. I'd love to hear if you try it either in the midst of your meetings or classes that you have on video calls as a little energizer break, or in between things when you are studying. And give me some feedback, Gretchen at GretchenWegner.com. I'd love to hear how that goes for you. And I am putting together a bunch more of these quick little 30-second to 2-minute physical breaks that people can take. So stay tuned, and I'll send more of those out. Take good care, y'all.